All right, everyone. This here is the lesson 2 of the Unit 4C notes, which is on, bless me, I'm so sorry, which is on the x-intercepts and y-intercepts. So we should already know what an intercept is, but we're going to go ahead and review. So remember, the intercepts is where is the points on the axes. So our x-intercept is going to be the point that where the line intersects the x-axis, and the y-intercept is going to be where the point is going to be the point at which the line intersects the y-axis. So over here, what I need you to do is I do need you to identify the x and y intercepts of the graph shown to the right. So you want to make sure that you're coming over here. So our y-intercept is right here, and our x-intercept is right here. And so that's what I need you to make sure that you do show those. All right? Just so that we know how to find them. So in order to find intercepts algebraically, what you want to do is in order to find the x-intercept, you're going to set y equal to 0. And then you're going to solve for x. That's how you're going to find your x-intercept. And similarly, in order to find the y-intercept of an equation, you're going to set x equal to 0 and then solve for y. Okay? Below here, guys, do not worry about finding this example. I meant to write out the example here, so just know that. So we're going to go ahead and move down to the bottom. So for number 2, I'm going to do number 2, and then you will do number 3. So again, the first thing, in order to determine our y-intercept, what we're going to do is we are going to substitute 0 in for x. So we're going to have y equals 1/2 times 0 minus 8. And so when you do that, we know that 1/2 times 0 is just 0. So when we get 0 minus 8, that means that we have y equals -8. So therefore, our y-intercept is going to be equal to -8. And guys, I'll make sure that is what is inside there. Is probably just not showing the correct one because I got to go put it in. Okay? So our y-intercept is -8. And so, let me check. It might be, let me check to make sure it's not looking for a point. 0, -8. I just want to check. Up it is. So we want to make sure that we put our point in there. Sorry about that, guys. So we're putting our point. So it would be the point 0, -8. And now we want to find our x-intercept. So in order to determine the x-intercept, what we're going to do is we're going to replace our y with 0 and then solve for x. So when we do that, now we're going to replace y with 0, which is just going to mean that we have 0 equals 1/2 x minus 8. So we're going to add 8 to both sides. And when you do that, that is going to leave you with 8 is equal to 1/2 x. Now remember, in order to eliminate a fraction, we are going to multiply by the reciprocal, which means we're going to multiply by 2. And therefore, 2 times 8 is 16. So our x-intercept is 16, which means that it is the point 16, 0. And there you go. All right, guys, you are now going to try number 3. So pause the video and do number 3 for me. All right, guys, hopefully you were able to do number 3. We are going to now go on to page 4, where we are going to now find the x and y-intercept when we are in standard form. We're going to still do the exact same thing. So in order to find the y-intercept, we're going to replace our x with 0. So we have 3x minus 2 times we're replacing x. I'm sorry about that, guys. So we're going to have 3 times that 0 minus 2y, and that's going to equal 12. Once we have that, we know that 3 times 0 is 0, and 0 minus 2y is just going to be negative 2y. So we're left with negative 2y equals 12. Now we're going to divide by negative 2, and that there is going to leave us with y is equal to 12 divided by negative 2, which is negative 6. So which means that we're going to have the point for our y-intercept 0, negative 6. Again, I'll make sure that I put that in there, guys. All right, so then looking at our x-intercept. All right, same thing, but now we want to replace y with 0. So we have 3x minus 2 times 0 equals 12. Well, negative 2 times 0 is just 0, so 3x plus 0 equals 12 is just going to be 3x equal to 12. And so now we're going to divide by 3, and that there is going to leave us with that x is equal to 4. And so our point is going to be 4, 0. And like I said, guys, I will make sure that those are showing that those are correct, because they are correct, okay? So just know that. All right, guys. So now I need you to pause the video and go on and do number 6 for me. All right, everyone. Hopefully you were able to do number 6. What we're now going to do is we are going to graph using the intercepts, so determining what the intercepts are and things like that. So starting off, the first thing we want to do is we want to determine our x or y-intercept. So what I'm going to do is in order to determine our x-intercept, we are going to replace y with 0. And so when you do that, that there is going to end up leaving you with negative 4x equals 20. And so now we're going to divide by negative 4. And that there is going to leave you that x is equal to negative 5. All right. When we do the other side, we would now have 0 in for x. So negative 4 times 0 plus 5y equals 20. That's going to leave us with 5y equals 20. We're going to divide by 5. And that there means that we end up with y equals 20 divided by 5 is 4. And so now we want to go plot those points. We want to plot our x-intercept, which is negative 5. So that's going to be on the horizontal axis to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our y-intercept is going to be 4 on the vertical axis, which is above. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that we have those 2 points, we can now draw our line. And there you go. All right. And so now, guys, I'm going to do number 9 as well. And then you will do number 10. So looking at number 9, again, we're going to replace this time 0. We're going to replace y with 0. So 9x minus 15 times 0 equals 45. And so that's just going to cancel out that. And we're left with 9x equals 45. And so we divide by 9, leaving us with x equals 5. Now we're going to replace x with 0. So 9 times 0 minus 15y equals 45. That's going to cancel that out, leaving us with negative 15y equals 45. We would divide by negative 15, And when you do that, that leaves you with y equals -3. And so therefore, we're going to plot our points. So x-intercept is on the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our y-intercept is on the y-axis, 1, 2, 3. And now we can draw our line. Okay. Plot a point. Go through the graph. Go through the graph. And there you go. And that is your line. All right, guys, so make sure that you now do number 10. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Again, I will go fix those up there above. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know.